از روی زندگی ما نوشتن قصه این فیلم رو. روایت یک حکومت تمامیت خواهه که همه آزادی ها رو تو خودش میبلعه، صداها رو خفه میکنه و تمام واقعیات رو وارونه جلوه میده. او ادامه داده حالا یک سوال هست که بعد از اعدام باید از خودمون بپرسیم، نه برای اینکه مهمه که به گوش جهان برسونیم، برای اینکه مهمه در حافظه جمعی خودمون ثبتش کنیم. اول تو حسابای کاربری خودمون بنویسیمش و در موردش حرف بزنیم تا دشمن رو فراموش نکنیم. همه چیز رو ثبت میکنیم تا یک روزی به خودمون نیاندازیم از هم گسیخته و پر از درد و خشمیم، ولی یادمون نیاد چی به وجودمون اومده که به این حال خراب رسیدیم. برای اینکه یادمون نره که اونها همیشه برای تنابهای دارشون به دنبال گردن میگشتن. جزء به تصاویری اشاره کرده که در فضای مجازی منتشر میشه این روزها از زنانی که با حجاب اختیاری در تجمع حامیان حکومتی شرکت میکنن. او نوشته این بساط سیرک شبانه تو تهران و یا ساحل پارکی تو کیش اصلا برای ما نامسئله است این روزا. اگه این تصاویر رو پخش میکنن میخواین جنگ روانی برای نابود کردن امید ما به راه بیاندازن.
Yes, hello, James Farley. Nice that you've joined very early on the stream. Thank you very much. So just saying a quick hello to everyone here. Yes, I do indeed, James. This is the Iran International TV, the audio relay of the TV station. And in the background is the bubble jammer, presumed to be from Iran. So two catches in one here. So I'm just doing a test stream here. Apologies if the sound goes off, if something happens to the camera, or even if the stream falls off. The reason I'm doing this stream is because I've just installed Windows 11 on my main PC, and I'm just checking out to see how it's working. Up to now, so far, so good. So we'll see how it goes. Okay then. And by the way, any requests, let me know. And by the way, I'm not getting a lot on the bands at the moment because it's really bad. I know this signal is strong at the moment. It's the strongest I've got so far, but everything else is not very good. Seems that conditions are poor. Okay then. Yes, this one, I'm surprised how well I'm receiving this here. At home. Normally I don't get a good signal of this frequency here for Iran International TV. I believe this is coming from the relay in Bulgaria. But this one's coming in really well. I know there's 17.900. Let's try that one. 17.900. No, it's not active at the moment, but that's the other relay for Iran International TV. James says, can you try upper and lower sideband on that? Yeah, sure. I mean, do you want me to try on that frequency, or do you want me to try the amateur, the ham bands? Sounds very spooky, that, when you put it on what do you call it, on the upper sidebands, low upper. That one, okay, yeah, sure. So that's lower sideband. You can hear the jammer better when you put it in single sideband mode. Sorry, we hear a creaking noise. That's my chair. I think I'll need a new chair at some point. filter. Oh, nice one, James. Yep, now you can get it better. The jammer, lower sideband and using the filter. So that's the bubble jammer on this frequency. I've been getting it daily for some time now. I remember that I couldn't hear it for a while, the bubble jammer, but it seems they're back on. Theory is that with the missile strikes that have been happening on Iran, maybe it took out one of the transmitters that brings out the bubble jammer. But they seem to have come on. So yeah. Usually, James, the signal sort of like fades in and out of the bubble jammer. But I would say this is, I mean, for what I'm getting now, I mean, this is the best I've had so far. And I'm surprised how well I've been getting, I'm getting it so far. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think I can get it any better than I am at the moment. I mean, even when I'm outdoors, it fades as well. It's, the same thing happens. But yeah, I mean, for sure, this is the best I've got of this frequency, Iran International TV and the bubble jammer. Okay, let's try 5.860. It's there as well, right? It's there because this is the frequency for Radio Farda, which transmits in Farsi language it's got to be mainly for Iran. And yeah, I've got a recording on my channel of this frequency outdoors and the bubble jam as well. See. This is a lot weaker at the moment, but yeah, it's you can sort of hear it there. For this one, it will have to be an outdoor effort. Oh, you're getting it. Okay, then. Oh, fantastic. Are you getting the bubble jammer as well, or you're just getting Iran International TV, James? Okay, in that case, yeah, just the signal from the Bulgaria relay of Iran International TV, and yeah, okay, then we'll carry on. Let's try looking for some pirate stations. Which there aren't any. I'm really surprised, but then again, it could be the conditions. The thing is, today's a bank holiday, public holiday here in the UK, but of course, it doesn't mean it's a public holiday in the rest of Europe. Because I know, like, for example, in Spain, they've already had their public holiday, May Day, Workers' Day. But over here, it's a public holiday, and I thought maybe one of the stations that transmits from Scotland, I believe, would have been on, but seems not. They usually are on 6325. No, nothing. All right, okay. In that case, we'll carry on. James says today is Star Wars Day. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm not really a Star Wars fan. I would watch, I would watch the films, but I'm not one of these Star Wars. Definitely not a fan of the Star Wars. I don't hate it, but I watch it. That's as far as I can go. And this here, I believe, is channel 292 coming from Germany. First time I received it in some time. I don't know what's happening with this station. I mean, there's a little story behind this, I believe. I'll say it in a moment. And James says, may the fourth be with you. And also with you, James. Okay, then. Yeah. All right. So this station, I tell you, there's a station that a certain preacher, used to be on regularly. But since he's no longer with us, right? I would say maybe the funding has stopped for this station. They're not on air as regularly. I mean, I hope you know which preacher I'm talking about, because I don't want to mention his name. Okay, so yeah, but even outdoors, I never haven't been receiving channel 292, but it seems that they're on air tonight. Oh, you get Canada on 6070, James. Nice. I haven't received Canada that frequency for a very long time. So hopefully one day I'll be able to get it again. This is a very nice thing with this radio. Single sideband, trying to get an AM signal, it just gets it. It's so good. Radio Europa, I think this is from the Netherlands, licensed station, playing Prince at the moment. Obviously, I can't play, leave the volume on there, because then I get a copyright notice. And James says, I never get the Netherlands on the radio. Okay, yeah, well, I suppose they don't use a lot of power, which is maybe why you don't get it over there. So, yeah. This one here, because, I was going to say, because the Netherlands, not only the pirate stations, but the licensed stations as well, they use low power. So maybe that's why. This one here, I can't remember the name now. It's a religious station, and I believe it's low power too. I'm going to have to check it up here. Hang on a second. Let me put down the name here. No, that's wrong. That's the wrong name. Here it is. So it's Radio Gloria. This one. It's in German language, and I think it's coming from Luxembourg. Yeah, it is from Luxembourg. Okay, then. So Radio Gloria here on 6140. Yes, I do, James. I do get the buzzer, but I haven't had it for, well, maybe because I haven't been tuning in for some time to receive it. I think I got it maybe when I tuned in was maybe a couple of months ago. I can't remember now. Let's see if we can get it tonight. I think it's a bit too early, but we'll see. But something else as well is that they've been changing frequency too of the buzzer. I think it's just to avoid the jamming. So, yeah. No, nothing here at the moment. Let's try another frequency. No. No, it's too early at the moment, and the thing is, it's still daylight here. I think maybe the earliest I'll be able to get it. Right now, it's 1840 hours UK time. Probably about starting 2000 hours, I might start be able to getting, be able to receive it. But right now, there's nothing there. Let's go back to where we were before. Station there. I used to remember the names by heart of these stations. I've now forgotten. I'm going to cheat here by bringing up EIB Space on my screen here. Right, okay. So let's see, 6160. This is a shortwave Radio Gold from Germany, which I believe is a low power station as well. James says, I used to get it once in a while, but I know they lowered their power. Yes, I don't know if they changed the location of the transmitter as well. But it's been a while since I've received the buzzer. But again, like I said, I haven't really been trying to get it. So yeah. Sorry about the loud volume. Problem with the icon when you get a strong signal from a weak signal to a strong one, it sounds really loud and you have to control the RF gain. That, I believe, is the French Navy on 6842. It's just exercises, like testing. It's not really the real thing, as far as I know anyway. And James says, I have my AGC set to fast. Okay. Oh, you got the same radio as I do, the ICOM ICR75. Yeah, a great radio. I was thinking of selling it a while back. Glad I didn't, because I really enjoy using it. So the jammer and Radio Farda can be heard a little bit better now on this frequency. And I suppose it's because we're coming closer to the evening, the dark hours. So yeah. Oh, you've got the Kenwood R5000. Okay. That's the one that Jill's has, isn't it? Yeah. It's a really good radio, that. But I've never owned it. So now here on 15750 Iran International TV, you can only hear the jammer now, and Iran International TV you can now hear it weaker. I don't know if they've changed relay. Hang on, let me just have a look. No, it just comes from the same place, the Bulgarian relay, as far as I know. So yeah. Yeah, so only the relay at the moment now of Iran International. Sorry, only the jammer now that can be heard and can sort of hear, I think, Iran International TV in the background, but it's very weak. Okay, let's carry on. Let's try Spain. Let's get rid of this. Right. I'm on 5.520. I would have thought Spain is there, but no.
Există foarte, foarte multe și înalte așteptări la adresa lui Peter Magyar și la adresa partidului lui Tisza. Ceea ce putem observa este că
I'm going to take a guess here. I think this is Radio Romania International.
în următoarele săptămâni vom vedea, cred că dacă el se va ține de cuvânt, într-o măsură în care depinde de el. Pentru că nu totul depinde de el, dar dacă am cât parcursul 2-3 luni, deja vedem anumite rezultate, deja putem...
It is, yes, Radio Romania International in Romanian service.
Sistemului sau nu. Acum, cred că încă este prea devreme să putem să spunem ceva.
Don't know if it's electrical noise or like these radar signals that I've been seeing a lot lately when I use my SDR or when I go into the U20 SDR website. That's definitely a radar signal. Over the horizon radar. Yep. Okay, thanks. Another radar signal here, but it's weak at the moment. It'll come in better in the evenings, but it's usually there on this frequency for like 4.450 more or less. Right, let's go into the amateur band. Hasn't been very good, 20 meters lately here.
Lima Zulu 100, Lima Zulu.
Right, so checking out some amateur band, Lima Zulu. I think this is from Bulgaria.
Echo 0, Mexico Papa Germany, Mexico Papa Germany, 59.
So he's answering to a station here in the UK. Of course, we can't hear the station.
Echo 0, Mexico Papa Germany, 73. QRZ, Lima Zulu 100, Lima Zulu.
Try changing the AGC. The thing is, I like it on AGC off because it gives me the best results. But okay, let's go there.
Yes, Lima Zulu 100, Lima Zulu.
So it's on now.
Oscar November 4, Papa Alpha Sierra 59. So if it ever comes down next year, we'll take a look at it. Take care. Have a great trip. Yeah, no problem. Well, it sounds like fun. You take care. All the best, Adrian. We'll catch you again. Thank you. 7-3. Was there a Delta Lima? Delta Lima? Wolfgang, good to hear you. You're 5 and 8, 5 and 8. Wolfgang, QSL. Yep, no problem there. Well, that's good, and not too many ham operators, QSL. No problem. You have a great day. Thanks for dropping by. We'll meet again. Bye-bye. QRZDX, the V9er, Florida, India.
Okay, I think this one's from Germany. Oh, they do have good filters, James. The only thing, though, is I mean, they're good for DXing or trying to narrow down a signal, but for casual listening, not so much. It's a bit too tight. I would say like the AOR receiver I've got is, because it's got wider filters, it's better for casual listening. But in terms of DXing, pure DXing, the ICOM and the filters themselves, I would say probably they've got the edge over, like, for example, my AOR desktop receiver that I've got.
81 London. CQ, Radio Papa 81 Lima, Radio Papa 81 Lima, CQ 20.
Radio 8 Papa Lima, that'll be from Russia, I think.
0 United Yankee Juliet 5 in.
And James says, yes, my R5000 has a 6 kilohertz filter. Yeah, I don't know if this one is 6 kilohertz. I can't remember the filters on this one. But yeah, was one, I think, about 3 kilohertz maybe. And I can't remember what the wide one is.
Papa 81 Lima.
This does have a synchronous AM detection, but it's not very good. I don't even know if it works properly. My AOR has a synchronous detection for the AM band. And it works great. It's the best one by far out of all the radios that I've owned that have synchronous detection.
Alpha Quattro Italy, Fox Italy, 509. Bye, Radio Papa 81 Lima, QRZ.
Radio Papa 81 Lima. Sorry.
Здесь 7 родили на 59. Спасибо, с праздником, Radio.
Oh, he's in Leningrad. Okay, yeah.
CQ20. Germany 4X3 Papa Delta 5 and 9.
Makes me wish if I could, I would break out my Segu G90 and start talking to this person. But yeah, I'm not going to do that now.
Was it kilo something?
Okay, let's carry on. So yeah, 20 meters is not a lot happening at the moment. Let me just check here. Oh, wrong frequency. So I'm just checking the FT8 bands. Something there on 15 meters has some activity there. For FT8. James says there's a 9 kilohertz wide filter available for your radio. Yes, there would be. But yeah, I I can't remember if I was looking to install it once, but I never did in the end. Okay, let's see if we can go to let's try the 40-meter band. It should be waking up now here. Bit noisy, the 40-meter band, unfortunately.
Oscar Victor 1, Charlie Delta X-ray, Golf 0, Sugar, Victor Yankee, over.
Something I've noticed as well here on the 40-meter band is I see the radar signals as well. They go on there or here on the 40-meter band, and it causes havoc. I know, because when I've been doing FT8 on 40 meters, I'm having to wait until it finishes because just can't do any FT8 at all. I don't know why. These radar signals that just seem to go where all over the place.
Yeah.
That could be, yeah, I think it might be a switching power supply. It might be my laptop actually. In fact, I'm just going to switch off the power supply to my laptop and see if it's that. Hang on, because it could be that. So the stream is not going to end. No, it's not my laptop, so it's something else that's causing it. So yeah, all right. Let's switch it back on. Right. Let me just check U20 SDR and see what's there as well. No, nothing there, so it could be something in my area that's causing this.
A J-beam TA53, J-beam 3 elements for 10, 15 and 20. But I want it to be a little better on the 17 and 12 meter band. So,
bit of a pile-up happening there.
on 80 meter over. Yeah, not good on 80 meters.
Guys saying no. I think it's because the other person's getting the call sign wrong all the time. I think he's trying to call out a station in Kuwait, but anyway.
En tout cas. Voilà, donc merci beaucoup pour le petit sympathique QSO. Au matin, on a commencé comme d'habitude sur le 80 mètres 36-83 là, avec et avec OX6 Zulu Lima. Voilà, le petit QSO matinal, le petit coucou du matin. Voilà Pascal, merci beaucoup. Même s'il n'y a pas beaucoup de monde là, eh bien je me verrai contraint également de m'allonger dans le divan là. Beaucoup de QRL aujourd'hui, comme d'habitude. J'ai tendu.
Говорят, что часто есть мясо не очень полезное. А тофу – настоящая здоровая пища. В Китае его даже называют растительным мясом.
I believe this is Radio China International.
Есть необходимо...
Right, getting away from the amateur bands. Let's try some AM signals.
В крови.
Yeah, so 7265 was China Radio International and 7275 as well. And indeed, yep, it's hard to escape China Radio. And James says, yes, while 40 meters is coming in pretty good in your location. Yes, because right now it's just gone 7 o'clock in the evening, and this is more or less the time when 40 meters really starts to come alive. We'll be checking it out again in a moment before I end the stream. Oh, it's our friend the Jammer again there, the Babel Jammer, presumed to be from Iran. And James says it's 2 p.m. in my location in New Jersey, USA. Okay. So 5-hour difference from here. And indeed, the reason that it's the Bubble Jammer here is because it's Radio Farda 24/7 here, or 24 hours on this frequency in Farsi language, aimed at, of course, Iran. This is transmitting from Kuwait, the Kuwait relay. But yeah, so yeah, not surprised that Bubble Jammer is trying to jam this frequency here. This would be Voice of Korea, but China Radio International likes to jam it in the evenings. I don't know why, by the way.
In the forest, a rainbow was hanging in the sky after a rain shower.
This would be Voice of Korea as well, but nothing received at the moment. Oh, very nice signal there of Voice of Korea from North Korea. Just going to leave you with the nice sound of North Korea here. Just going to make a drink. Back in a moment.
Dafür Genossensystem faktisch mit den Teilungen des 11. Kongresses des Verbandes der sozialistischen patriotischen Jugend und glücklich mit ihnen zum Anfang fotografieren.
Yeah, maybe I should, but I've received Voice of Korea lots of times, James. I even have old recordings, right, from back in, I think it's the late 2000s, the early 2010s, when I remember that I got a good antenna. I think it was a Sony antenna, and I started receiving Voice of Korea really well. So, yeah, but yeah, maybe I might do that. Clip this for short, why not?
Der politischen Seiten der koreanischen
And by the way, this is the German service of Voice of Korea right now.
Veranstaltungsort Einstadt überreichten ihm die Delegierten ein Mann und seine Frau die Blumenstreifen. Er führte den verwaltenden Vorstandes des Jugendverbandes in der Elternbeitriglose und seinen Stellvertretern, die neu gesetzt wurden, die Hand und gratulierte ihnen zum ganzen Herzen. Hat er sich mit den Jugendregierten für die ausgezeichnete Verdienste erworben und ohne kommunistische Taten für das Erstarken und Gedeihen des Wachsendes der Liberalisierung und der sozialistischen Staatsordnung versorgten und fasste ihre Anstrengungen fast ein. Er beglückwünschte und ermutigte warmherzig die Kongressteilnehmer, die den 11. Kongress des Verbandes der sozialistischen patriotischen Jugend erfolgreich abgeschlossen haben. Der Partei- und Staatschef sagte sie fest. Auch in den vergangenen Jahrzehnten mussten sich die Jugendlichen immer die Ideologie und das Ideal der Partei behalten und hinter der Geschichte des Aufbaus und der Entwicklung unseres Staates mit einem wertvollen Lebenslauf der jungen Leute vereint. Dort ist die heutige Zeit, wo das außerordentliche patriotische Selbstbewusstsein die Erfolgsblicke anbelangt.
I'll wait for my drink to settle. James says one thing that's good with the communication receivers is that they don't overload. Well, for the most part they don't, but I managed to overload them with the local, when there used to be a local AM relay not far from me. But yeah, most of the time, yeah, they don't overload. They're probably the most reliable of performers out there, for for sure.
In der Ära der Umweltzeit teilweise lebenswerten Haltungsarten der Jugendlichen.
I mean, on the shortwave band, not so much. It's more the medium wave band. That's where I've had the overload signals happening. If you've got your antenna strength too strong, like say, for example, the RF gain, it's set too high.
Die Realität, wo in der Partei und Revolution neue und umfangreiche Kampfaufgaben.
This part of the band here, so much noise, can basically receive nothing. So yeah, James Farley says my radio cuts at the medium wave band. Really? You mean the R5000? I thought it could do the medium wave band. Unless you mean something else.
Und kann kostenlos über die ITU-Webseite heruntergeladen werden. Es handelt die Historie,
Yeah, back to channel 292 here from Germany. Let's try the buzzer, see if it starts coming in now. No, still nothing yet. This is the time signal station. Yep, that's it. The time signal station from Russia. So there is propagation coming in on Russia on this frequency range. Just that no buzzer at the moment on 4625. Sorry. Fire Drake here, probably jamming something like Radio Taiwan International. Let me just check. Yeah, they're jamming Sound of Hope from Taiwan. Been a while since I've heard Fire Drake. A little bit on the weak side, but can definitely hear it's there, and you can definitely make out it's Fire Drake. Let's try the 80 meter amateur band, see what we get. Somebody talking there. No, it's a bit weak over there. Yeah. Sounding very good now, the Russian time signal station. Iran International TV sounding strong again. No sound of the jammer now. WRMI there, and it sounds to me like they're relaying a Supreme Master.
And all should report to him as soon as possible.
Yes, I am getting near the grey line. Yep, absolutely.
Quelle est la situation aujourd'hui du 3B ou du 3B?
La situation aujourd'hui, elle est très difficile. C'est très difficile parce que surtout en Afrique et dans le monde.
BBC World Service in French, and this is coming from the Ascension Island relay, aimed at what it says here, West Africa.
de certaines interactions, on sent que les deux là pour rien du tout. Alors que c'est une unité. Donc, la situation ici, c'est un peu complexe.
Spoke with a passenger on board who wanted to remain anonymous. Here are some of their words spoken by a producer.
The latest word is that a plane is on its way, and once it gets here, 3 people will be evacuated from the ship and flown straight to Europe. Then the rest of us.
So yeah, thought as much. This is BBC World Service, again coming from the Ascension Island relay, aimed also at West Africa.
From what I can see, the mood on the ship is pretty good. We've been informed that there are no rodents.
How well do I pick up the RF Volvets, James? Really well. Let's give it a go.
On the South Africa correspondent.
280 degrees, 13 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud scattered at 5,000 feet. Temperature 18. Dew point.
Sorry, this is from Ireland. This is Shannon Volmet. I think the one we're looking for is this one here.
Not for information being passed.
So this is the RAF Volmet military. Well, it says here military one, but yeah, this is RAF Volmet.
1,300 feet. Temperature 30. Dew point 25.
Yes, even comes in during the day as well. That's how good it can, it can sound over here.
Yes, at 1800, wind 340 degrees 4 knots. Variable between 310 and 020 degrees.
So, sorry, just train going by. Let it go by. All right, now it's gone. Okay. So James says, so this is, I have about 40 frequencies in the memories of my radio to check for propagation. Oh, that's a very good thing indeed. I tend to use things like the beacons or FT8, to check and see how good propagation is when I switch on my radio or any of my radios.
Okay, temperature 19, dew point 04, QMH1017, northeast. Tar at 1800, wind 210 degrees 8 knots. Variable between 170 and 260 degrees. Caval K, temperature 25, dew point 21, QMH1009. Descend uniform Echo November at 1700, wind 140 degrees 7 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud, few 2,200 feet. Few cumulonimbus 2,400 feet. Temperature 24. Dew point 20. QMH1016. Hotel Sierra information available. Nairobi at 1800, wind 180 degrees 5 knots. Variable between 140 and 290 degrees. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud, few 1,800 feet. Temperature 18. Dew point 16. QMH1022, northeast. At 1800, wind 160 degrees, 16 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud scattered 2,100 feet. Few towering cumulus. 2,500 feet. Temperature 29. Dew point 24. QMH10.
And James says, I like to decode the weather fact signals. Yes, I used to do that as well. Yeah, lots of fun. This one here, let's see if it's active at the moment. That's one of them. I believe this is coming from the UK here. Of course, nothing at the moment. It's not transmitting any data. Well, I don't know if it's transmitting any data, but when it does that continuous sound, I mean, most of the time it just means nothing or just one very big black line. Yeah, all right. So And also, you're saying SSTV on 20 meters. Yes, I used to do that as well, decode it as well. I mean, I could transmit it as well, but I've never got round to transmitting SSTV. I need to make some pictures and all that to do that. But yeah, I mean, it looks a lot of fun. Let's see, 14.230. No, it's quiet. The frequency for 20 meter SSTV is quiet at the moment.
Radio Papa 81 Lima, Radio Papa 81 Lima, CQ20.
Oh, still our friend from Leningrad here, coming in still very strong.
20. This is Radio Papa 81 Lima, CQ20. Ocean Asia 3 Germany, Echo, hello, Papa 9. Thank you, sir. Good luck. Radio Papa 81 Lima, QRZ.
James says, it seems you have a lot of experience with the frequency as well. When you've been tuning around for years, it comes, it becomes a natural thing, automatic. So, yeah. It's a shame though that, I mean, I was going to leave this till the end of the stream, but there isn't much to receive now these days on shortwave. I said this as well on Danny's radio stream yesterday, because he was talking about doing FMDXing, and I said, look, the reason I do FMDXing as well as other stuff as well is apart from shortwave, is because there's just so much less now to receive on shortwave, which compared to when I started in the 80s. I mean, you were saying there, yes, I've been doing it since the 80s. Same with me as well. Remember the good old days of Canada, Radio Canada International, Australia were there, South Africa, Finland, Sweden, all there, and loads of other stuff. But yeah, things have changed. And of course, because everything's going digital now, just a lot less to receive on shortwave. Same happening with medium wave, although still some more stuff to receive on medium wave and with long wave as well. BBC Radio 4 long wave could end this year, but nothing's been confirmed yet. But BBC keep on mentioning that they're going to end the long wave service, but no confirmed date so far. Well, let's see what happens. And James says, I still have a lot of the books. I only had a couple of books, the World Radio and TV Handbook, I think it's called. I think I only had a couple of them, and that was it. But then as soon as, I was able to get on the internet, and online, and discovering frequencies, databases and all that, no need for those books anymore. But this, of course, I'm talking years later. James says, the service on 198. Yes, indeed. And we're going to tune there now. Let's have a listen. Because who knows, this could be the last year of this, BBC Radio 4 long wave.
Technology improved, the building expanded and expanded, which is giving us this kind of really distinctive curved shape.
It's a curved shape, but also you don't have many windows, so it's all gallery wall space as well, isn't it?
It is quite handy. Quentin's work and the work of many other illustrators is very light sensitive. Usually it's made for reproduction, and so it's not kind of thought to be needed, again, once it's been reproduced. So we have to care for it really carefully.
The fact that you've got a centre for illustration suggests that there's still a distinction between illustration and fine art, though obviously it is a fine art in itself. How do you define illustration?
With difficulty, usually, because it's such a big subject. It can be about anything. It's usually pictorial and often associated with drawing, but actually it can be...
Well, James, I mean, the thing is, though... sorry, train going by again. Wait for it. Okay, it's gone now. So what it is, James, is that my guess why they're ending the service is because, one, there's a lot less listeners, but also it's just getting too expensive to keep the long wave transmitter going. The main reason, I would say, is that the energy prices, they just keep on going up. They've been going up since the war in Ukraine here in Europe. The UK has been affected as well, and it's probably just no longer sustainable for so few people, or the few people that are left listening to long wave. Financial, of course. But also as well, the transmitter too there, I know it's had to have repairs in the past. It had to have maintenance. They've had to switch it off to have maintenance done. They say things like, oh, the parts needed for the transmitter, if something goes wrong, if it really goes wrong, that's it. The transmitter will be off for good. So with all that, it's just, no longer financially sustainable. He says, I hope they don't disassemble the stations, though. Well, who knows? Who knows? I mean, if the infrastructure can stay there and it's safe to do so, fine. But if it's not, what I'm going to guess is that they're going to take it down eventually. I don't know. But yeah, I would say make the most of BBC Radio 4 long wave. I know people have received it in the US, especially you over there in New Jersey, in the East Coast. People have, you're in the best place to receive BBC Radio 4 long wave. I don't know if you've done it, James. But yeah, in any case, make the most of it. Like I said, listen to it on online SDRs and all that. I was going to do a video on this, of the reasons for BBC Radio 4 leaving and all that, because the thing is as well is that all the programs that were exclusive to longwave, they're gone now on BBC Radio 4. They've transitioned over to online, to the DAB digital platform, and I believe to the FM service as well of BBC Radio 4. So now there's no exclusivity left of the longwave service. Like, for example, the cricket matches, they used to be here on BBC Radio 4 longwave. No more. That ended up, I think maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So yeah, James says, I've never received any longwave from Europe. Oh, okay. Not even Algeria on 252. Let's try receiving it here.
Opposed to just an artist.
I think it.
Well, I'm not receiving it. I think maybe I have to turn my antenna for this, but yeah.
Really an insult. Straight.
Oh dear.
It would be fun, but
I'm only receiving BBC Radio 4. This is a sad state of longwave now here in Europe. In the past, used to receive France, Luxembourg. I mean, Algeria would have been there, but I don't know what's happened with them. Remember the days when Russia was there as well, when Germany was there as well. So yeah, but yeah, it's all changing. So yeah. And James says, no, not even in the 80s. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, it's a shame that. But yeah. But if you really wanted to try, I would say best to try as soon as you can, because it will be ending. Probably be ending this year, but let's see what happens.
Finding it degrade that position of the illustrator.
I mean, they have said that there's been messages playing saying that the longwave service will end, but again, if they are playing messages on this station, on this frequency, I haven't heard it, and second is they haven't given a date, a confirmed date. So last thing I want is that I tune into this frequency and there's nothing left there because they didn't give a date.
To everybody who's been a child, I mean all of us, that there will be one image from a.
Let's go to the medium wave band. So 0.531. My word, I don't know what's happened here. I don't know if it's my antenna or something wrong, but anyway.
And the scenario is, in terms of the permutations...
Well, nothing wrong, because this here is the weakest frequency of BBC Radio 5 Live, and it's coming in really strong, so maybe it's just conditions are flat, because it's still daytime here.
...about the test that will come at Fir Park. But then they would go then into the final game against Celtic, knowing that they just have to avoid defeat because of their superior goal difference.
Do you know what, Pat? And I'll bring Charlie and Shay and Rory in a moment, but you fulfilled all roles at football clubs. You've been the chief exec at a football club. Those little touches such as little digital boards, as Ian has mentioned, at the top of each stairwell, that simply now, as Ian has said, just say 3 to go, believe. That's just...
Weak station there's BBC Radio Wales. They used to be a lot stronger, but they've reduced their power to keep the medium wave transmitter going. So yeah, used to come in really strong during the day when the transmitter power was better.
There's no doubt that these Hearts fans are looking at
the other frequency for BBC Radio 5 Live. This is the main one that I would use, well, that I use anyway. But little secret, I don't listen to BBC Radio 5 Live on medium wave anymore. I listen to it on digital DAB. What a naughty boy I am. Oh dear. Okay.
That way. That makes a difference. And
because I like to listen to sports when they have sports programs on. They do really good sports commentary, analysis and all that, and that's why I like listening to this station.
And I'm sure the manager told the owners that as well. So yeah.
One of the frequencies relays for TalkSport, and yes, that's correct, James. High fidelity for sure. I can definitely hear when they're speaking, because it's a speech station. I can hear them a lot. What the people are talking about a lot better versus medium wave.
Against the Old Firm, against Rangers and Celtic this season. First team to do that since Aberdeen in 1982-83. Extraordinary. You know who's in charge of them back then, don't you? You're listening to Kick Off live on TalkSport with Enterprise Rent Car, whatever it is. They're here for...
This is Leica Radio from London. Very strong relay, this one here. People have received it without issues, no problem throughout Europe. Don't know what that is. Might be one of the BBC local stations, but I can't tell because it's very weak. Spain there, I think it's Cadena SER. Remember that Radio Nacional de España left before the end of of last year, and yeah, otherwise if they hadn't left, I would have been receiving some frequencies already of them, but of course they've gone, and all that's left is the private stations, and this is one of them. I think it's Cadena SER. Let me just check here. Let me go to medium wave list. So 1602 is Cadena SER. That's correct. Yes, I'm not sure which one. There's a few relays, but yeah. This frequency range here would be the Dutch pirate stations that I normally get. Sometimes get a few Greek ones, but nothing so far. Nice sound of Voice of Korea still there. I forgot to check. Let's check the VLF part of the band. Oh. Now let's go here. Let's do this.
Saying to you, and that...
Yeah. Normally I get the time signal stations from here in the UK and Germany, but it's not coming in at the moment, so yeah. Right. The jammer's back there. WRMI there. James says my R5000 is pretty deaf below 150. Okay. Yeah, I mean this one seems, man, I'm surprised how well it can go at VLF. But yeah, I used to check it more in the past. I even used to decode some of the stuff in the past there as well. I haven't done that in a long time now.
Nottingham Forest have won 3-1 at Chelsea, a result which moves Forest 6 points.
A BBC World Service from Ascension Island again.
Well, made 8 changes with.
Okay, I'm going to give it a few more minutes before I wrap up this live stream.
Goals from Taiwo Awoni helped the visitors to the win. Pereira told BBC Sports Channel Southall that this victory and this late season form is down to his players' attitude.
After 4 managers, we are in the moment of the season.
Matututunan nila mula sa kanilang mga co-stars at direct.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you very much for the company, James. Really appreciate that. Yeah. Just a few more minutes before I go. Yeah.
Generous ng kanilang mga kasama sa set.
Unbelievable, ang hottest, the showbiz and entertainment. Ito na ang Pilipinas ngayon.
Radio Filipinas here.
Walang planong mag-retire ang It's Showtime host at Magyana na si Vice Ganda sa show.
Not sure if they're coming straight from the Philippines. I don't think so.
Sinusuportahan pa siya ng mga manonood. Aminado siyang pagod itong si Vice at stress minsan, pero masaya pa rin siya sa kanyang mga ginagawa, lalo na sa It's Showtime at sa paggawa ng pelikula at pagko-concert. Bukas pa rin siya sa bagong challenges at pagtuklas ng ibang.
Yes, this is actually coming straight from the Philippines. 250 kilowatts of power.
Wala siyang balak na itong si Vice sa politika kahit lumalabas ang pangalan niya sa ilang survey. Patuloy pa rin.
Let's try the pirate range again on shortwave. And again, very quiet.
نظامی که زیر دست سپاه پاسداران هست. خیلی ها میگن نه. بله مسئله همین سپاه پاسداران است که افسار قدرت رو به دست دارن. بعد از سرکوب جنبش 1388 ما شاهد کودتای تدریجی نظامی بودیم که قدرت رو به تند.
This, I think, is the BBC World Service in Farsi. I'm surprised I don't hear any jammer here.
کشتن رهبر ایران هم تونسته.
Yeah, it is. It is in Farsi because I just heard a mention of Iran just now.
وال استریت ژورنال اگر اشتباه نکنم نوشتید که
That's Voice of Turkey there. I think this is, yeah, it's Voice of the Andes in German. Radio Romania International. Don't want to put that too loud. I think I don't know what this is. I wonder what this station is. I think it might be. I think it might be coming from the Netherlands. I'm not sure, but it's very strong at the moment. Radio Fada being jammed. Do you get a lot of hum on some of the transmitters? The one that hums the most right now is Voice of Korea. They're the ones that hum the most for me. I remember Iran used to hum a lot as well. I don't know what's made me. I think the shortwave service of Iran is out of action at the moment because of what's happening so far. But yeah, Voice of Korea is the biggest culprit. Let's go. Oh, they've gone now. Oh. Okay, I was trying to check out 12015 Voice of Korea because that one used to ham a lot, but nothing. It seems to have either gone off or it's ended now.
They have become over 100-year-old news players.
Let's see if we can get the buzzer now if it's transmitting. No, it's not on, but that's weather facts. They're here. Yeah, so that's definitely some weather facts going on. And some CW there. James says, I think my radio needs to be recapped. Yeah, well, I suppose if the R5000 being an old radio, yeah, maybe needs some new caps. Okay, then I'm going to end the stream here. I hope this test stream has gone well. Thank you very much, James, for the company. I really appreciate it. To anyone else, if you're watching on the live replay, thank you very much for watching. Yeah, this was just a test to see how my new PC would be working for any potential live streams in the future. Okay, then, so thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.